Shore time means finishing on Friday is as good as finishing on Tuesday.
What short time means to me is when the task is done, I'm done, and I'm done.
Short time means I can build you a house out of 550 cord and duct tape. You wouldn't want to live there, but I can build it. So results of our beta testing out here in a Maryland State Park is 3 bikes went out, 3 bikes need work. Short time.
So, first things first, Roxanne needs to get dried out. We're starting with the snorkel system and continuing to anything where water could be trapped. Once that's done, we begin the diagnostic process. And here's a clue. We dumped tons of fuel down Roxanne's throat to try to get her started. It's not fuel. It's definitely not compression, which leaves...
Maddie, this is your work, brother. This had a ring terminal, a loop on it, and it went on the ground. And it was this ground, factory, and this ground, factory. See? Black and white, black. This broke off. So you said, okay, no big deal. I know how to fix this. They both go to the same negative. I'm going to crimp one here, and I'm going to crimp one here. And this crimp was bad. So that's a factory ground. That's bad.
Other than minor issues, electrical stuff is where I punt. While Curtis is taking a look at the electrical system, I move on to other necessary maintenance. And whenever you take your girl through the mud, as in trail riding, you sickos, you need to clean her up as soon as possible. But that's not the only issue I have to address. With a little help in the beginning, I'm going to replace Roxanne's fuel pump. Suzuki King quads, both 500 and 750s prior to the year 2019, have notorious stalling issues. Those issues are usually fixed with an enhanced grounding system, or by replacing the fuel pump.
What we found out is it really didn't have a whole lot to do with water. It goes back to about 2 or 3 years ago when I had done a repair on the ground system. The main ground bracket had snapped, and I had crimped the 2 wires that it went into and attached it to the main ground. They failed, and that's really what caused the whole problem. Now she starts better and runs better than she has in years.
And one just behind
The fork.
where these two come in. So it's almost like right here.
Yeah.
With Roxanne fixed, it's time to move on. Move on to a project we've been wanting to do for quite some time. Build our own drift trike. I suppose we could buy all our own steel pipe, cut it, notch it, design it, weld it, but that's just not cost effective. The total cost of the steel was only $50 less than to buy a drift trike frame kit. And that kit is really just some notched and cut tubing. The rest, we do ourselves. But I'm 6'3". Your standard drift trike frame is not going to be comfortable for me. We're going to lengthen the frame by a solid 8 inches. And that means inserting more pipe into the length of the frame. Inserting 8 inches of pipe. I feel like there's a joke in there somewhere. But lengthening a frame, or whatever else it is you want to lengthen, isn't simply a matter of welding some pipe together. It changes the whole frame. You have to measure a lot before you weld. You have to put sleeve inserts into the extensions and replumb the whole thing. And of course, at my skill level with welding, that means a whole lot of grinding to get ready to paint and look purty. By the end of the day, we had laid out the original frame, tack welded it, put the seat, fork, and engine where they belong for a full mock-up, then decided it wasn't long enough and inserted 8 inches of pipe. Yeah, bottom line is we had a very full day, which led to this full episode. Like, subscribe, and get notified, please.